Hello all, welcome to the second class of statistics. Today we are going to talk about the topic population and sample. This class will be more theoretical than the previous class that was on the topic of central tendency. It may not seem important, but the concepts of population and sample are some of the most important in general notions in statistics. For example, when we talk about the population, we use different terminology and formulas than when we're dealing with a sample. It is therefore worth looking at these concepts more carefully. Let's start by defining population. We all know what the word population means. We use this term to describe the set of people or the total number of people living in a geographic area of a country or region, such as the population of Japan or United States. In statistics, meaning is something different. Population means any set of data that has something in common, such as the set of pet stores in the city of Tokyo. Each element of this set shares the fact of being a pet store with the other elements. The term population refers to the set of elements that are being studied or analyzed in statistics. It is the interest group about which we want to obtain information and draw conclusions. The population of a given study can be defined in several ways, depending on the objectives of the study and the domain of statistical investigation. Let's look at some population examples. For example, in a study on coffee consumption preferences in Brazil, the population can be defined as all coffee consumers residing in the country. In a study of political opinions, the population could be all registered voters in the region. In a study of online shopping habits over the recent 6-month period, the population can be defined as all consumers who have made online purchases in the last 6 months. Given these examples, it is worth mentioning how important it is to clearly define the population of a study, as this is the basis for selecting a quality sample. But what is a sample? There is a rule in statistics that helps us understand what a sample is. The rule is: what is a sample? There is a rule in statistics that helps us understand what a sample is. The rule is: a sample is always a subset within the population set. We use samples to better understand the population without having to exhaustively investigate them. Let's try to understand this with another example. A car food company in Tokyo would like to analyze all the pet stores in which it can sell its products. The company has a list of all the pet stores in Tokyo. Now, the cat food manufacturer can create a smaller list of pet stores to contact. Contacting the entire population would be too expensive. Maybe you are curious about how to select a sample. As expected, sampling consists of the process of obtaining a subset of data. This subset, the sample, should be of good quality, representative of the population data. A representative sample is a subset of the population with similar characteristics to the larger set. There are several established methods for obtaining a representative sample. A common and simple method is random sampling. In this method, elements from the population are selected randomly. Using this method of random sampling, it is possible, in most cases, to expect accurate and reliable results. Just a note: in sampling, sample size is important but it does not guarantee that the population is accurately represented. More than size, representativeness is related to how you select and how you do the sampling. That is, the way the elements are selected. Finally, let's talk about two interrelated topics with population and sample. Have you ever heard of parameters, but you don't really know what they are? Or sample statistics? In statistics, a parameter is a value that summarizes data that derives from a study of the population. The calculation of this concept, the parameter, is well defined, usually using a formula obtained from population data. Example, we have a population and we analyze the parameter mean. A statistical parameter is always a population measurement. So, what about the samples? We talk about statistics when we talk about samples. The statistics is the name given to the measurement when the measurement, for example the mean, is obtained from a sample. The precise terminology we use to define the mean depends on what we are talking about, if it's about the sample or if it's about the population. We must designate mu as the mean of population or x bar if it's the mean of a sample, respectively. In the next class, we will talk about dispersion measures. Be aware of the terminology that also varies according to the sample and population. Thank you for being with us and see you soon.